Welcome to Microsoft Teams, Managing Collaborative Conversations with Your Team. In this module, we will explore the various types of conversations that you can have using Microsoft Teams. We'll look at chats, file sharing, meetings, and mentions. Let's start with chats. On the left side of your navigation in the Teams window, you'll see a button that says Chat. Clicking on the Chat button allows you to view past chats and start new ones. If you have an existing chat with the person with whom you'd like to speak, you can simply click on their name and then start typing in the new message window. Your existing chats will continue to build as you start a new conversation. If you have a new person that you'd like to chat with, you can simply click the new chat button and begin typing that user's name. Users from within your organization will automatically show. To communicate with external users, please contact your admin and make sure that your version of Teams is set up for external chats. Once you choose the person's name, simply click in the Type a New Message window and begin typing. If you'd like to format your message, you can use the Format button just below the New Message window to add typical word processing features to your chat window. Additionally, if you'd like to start a new line, typically pressing the Enter key will send the message, but you can hold the Shift key down and press Enter to add a new line in the chat window. You can also add attachments, add emoticons, pictures, and so forth using the buttons below the New Message window. When you're ready to actually send the message, either press the Enter key without the Shift key held down or click the Send button in the bottom right corner. That will then start a new conversation. To start a new conversation with a group, it's very similar to starting a new conversation with an individual. Simply click on the New Chat button, and then on the far right, click the drop-down arrow to give the group a name. Once you've given the group a name, in the To box, type the name of the members of this chat, and then simply begin typing in the New Message window. Once you're finished with your message, simply press Enter or click the Send button to send this message to all the members of this particular chat. In Teams, chats are not deleted. However, they can be either hidden or muted. If you have an existing chat that you'd like to take off of your list, simply right-click on that chat and choose either Hide or Mute to either remove that chat from your window or to simply mute yourself from further notifications of chats that happen in that conversation. You can't actually delete them, but you can remove notifications, and hide the chat from your window. In addition to being able to start new chats and continue existing chats, you may find that once your list starts to become full of different chats, you may need to find information that was in a chat that you started earlier. You can do this in a variety of different ways. The first one is by clicking in the search box at the top and typing in the name of the person with whom you're looking for the chat. When you type in a name, you will find all of the times that you've either chatted with that person or that word has been mentioned in the various messages. Once you're in the search results, you'll see messages, people, and files that have matching criteria for what you've typed in your search window. You can use this for both names, keywords, and any other information that you know has been in previous messages or files. To close out of your search window, simply click on one of the icons on the left to move forward to the next option you'd like to complete. If you have a message or a conversation that you've had with somebody and you'd like to save that message for future access, you can simply click on the message, click on the three dots next to the message, and choose Save this message. This can happen on individual comments within a chat, either a group chat or an individual chat. Additionally, you can like comments and other typical reactions that you might see on other social media programs. Then later, when you need to go back and find that saved chat, simply click on your profile picture on the top right corner of the Teams window and click on the Saved option. This will take you to the messages in your various chats that you have saved, and they will show in the list on the far left of your screen. The next way that you can communicate with people within Teams is by sharing files. There are several different ways that you can share files, and all of those files will appear on the Files tab on the left side of Microsoft Teams. Files that are shared in an individual chat are shared in the user's OneDrive. Files that are shared in a team or a channel are stored in SharePoint. While you can view these files in each of those locations, the only way you can actually save those files is by doing it in the Teams window, not through those individual interfaces. However, here's your cloud storage, and you can upload to OneDrive. But if you'd like to share a file within a chat, you can simply click on the Attach button and then upload a file either from your computer or from OneDrive, and that will store it in OneDrive, shared with the relevant users. Likewise, if you're in a team or a channel, you can share a file by uploading it into a new conversation within the team or channel. So here I'm in the Teams Examples channel, and I can simply click the Attach button and then again upload it from my computer or add it to this conversation from my OneDrive. Once you've uploaded files using either Teams or chat, they will show up on the Files icon in the Teams window. An additional way to share a document or file with a team is by using email. In the top right corner of your Teams window, you'll see the three dots, which indicate there is a menu there. When you click on those three dots, you'll see an option that says Get Email Address. If you choose Get Email Address, this is the email address that you can right-click and choose Copy, and then simply use that email address to send a document, which will then show up like this one in the Teams window. So the ways that you can share documents are by uploading them to a chat or attaching them to a chat, attaching them to a Teams conversation, or emailing them to the team. In addition to chats and uploading files, meetings are another way that you can collaborate with other users in your organization or users outside of your organization. A meeting is simply an audio or video chat. The easiest way to start a meeting is to click in an existing chat with a person with whom you'd like to speak. In the top right corner of the chat window, you'll see the video call button and the audio call button. Use either of these buttons to contact that person in a one-on-one meeting. To start a group meeting, click in the Teams icon, select the team with whom you'd like to start a meeting, and then in the top right corner, click the Meet button. For options on how you meet, click the drop-down arrow on the right side and choose Meet Now or Schedule a Meeting for later. If you choose Meet Now, you start a meeting within that channel. Users who have notifications turned on will be notified that there is a meeting going on in that channel, and people who visit that channel at that time will see that there's a meeting going on in that channel. So a spontaneous meeting can be started using the Meet Now button, and a future meeting can be scheduled using Schedule a Meeting. If you choose Schedule a Meeting, it will automatically schedule a meeting that is announced in that channel. Add a title. If you have any required attendees, add those here, and that will cause them to be notified. set your date and your time and your topic, and click Send. Teams meetings can also be scheduled in Microsoft Outlook. Scheduling a meeting in Microsoft Outlook can be done by simply clicking the Start Teams Meeting button in Outlook, which will add that meeting both to your Outlook calendar and to your Teams calendar. When you click on your calendar in Microsoft Teams, you'll simply see your Outlook calendar. And when you start a meeting in Teams, it will show on both calendars. So meetings are simply audio or video conversations with either individuals if they're in the chat window or with groups if they're in the Teams window. And finally, the last way we're going to discuss to collaborate with your team is to use mentions in an existing conversation. So if you're in one of your existing channels and you'd like to pull someone into the conversation, simply type their name as you are starting your conversation. Their name will be preceded with the @ That will bring up the suggestions box, so you'll see that person's name. Simply select the person's name, and as you send this message, that person will be notified that you've added their name to a conversation, and they'll be able to join your conversation. If you'd like to add a message to the entire team or the entire channel, a couple of shortcut commands are @team to send a message to everybody in the team, and @channel to send a message to everybody in the hosting channel. So these are the primary ways in Microsoft Teams to collaborate with your colleagues. Use the chat button for either one-on-one chats or group chats. Upload files in either a chat or a team. Access those files using the files icon on the left. And start meetings either in the chat window or in the Teams window by using the Start Meeting or Video Call or Audio Call in the top right corner. And lastly, use the @ with the person's name to pull them in on an existing conversation.